was young, I couldn't wait to see the world, see everything and know.
My favorite toy as a little kid was I had this blue CD player stereo. I loved to bring the stereo into the bathroom and sing Marvin Gaye loud as I could. I've had a lot of different jobs. I worked in the blueberry fields and I weeded onions. I worked on a farm.
I've seen lots in New York City, been around the world, and I know it's pretty, but you know I couldn't wait to get back to my hometown.
Amazon was pitching a data center technician kind of boot camp. It sounded like a great opportunity, and I figured, you know, might as well give it a shot.
Learn a little about love and a little about life, and I got a good job and I met my wife, and I settled down off in my hometown.
Being a single mom, you go where the money is. I was working security, and before that was a lumberyard. I've also been a dental assistant and worked in old folks' homes. I love fixing things and I love learning new things, but I didn't have any technical background. I wanted to prove to myself that I could do any job that I set my mind to. Now, did I know that I would be as lucky to get this job? Absolutely not, but I knew I could do it.
My journey to AWS started straight out of Hermiston High School. I wanted to do a trade, like a diesel mechanic. One of the options was the data center technicians program that was offered at BMCC, which is our local college. Miss Monroe, she's the counselor for Hermiston High School. She mentioned this program to me and she helped me get in.
My job was to mentor students. I was the one that you met with. Did you know about the data center
No,
technician?
you're the one that told me about it. And the funny part is, like, as soon as you told me about it, I was like, okay, that's it.
I've been waiting for a long time, been searching for my own kind.
I came into AWS as what's called a rack install technician. So all the logical and physical ingestion of the computing equipment, getting that online. Eventually, I was able to get into the manager and training program. Being able to create music is awesome. It gives me a feeling that I don't get anywhere else. I don't get too emotional very often, but music can really touch a part of me. I'm glad that I don't have to make a living off of music because it's something that I really love, and I don't have to stress about it becoming work.
What I love best about my job is the opportunities that I get, learning new things. In the morning, we see how many racks were coming in. We sit there and put on all the whips. We walk our whole building. We check everything for alarms, make sure everything is working the way it should. And then we go into the red zone.
One of the most surprising things about working for Amazon is you just don't really know what's gonna happen next. All of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, there's a new type of rack that came in, and then you have to learn all the technology that's in that one, and you gotta be ready to troubleshoot it.
I really like when something breaks, when we get to actually take it apart and fix it. That's the most exciting part of my job, I think.
So normally the birria is supposed to be in a stew, but the queso birrias they're pretty good, so I like cooking them that way instead. I work with my brother.
Fidel kind of pushed me to look into DCO. I've enjoyed it. There's a lot of technicality, and it's just a lot to learn every day. And obviously working with this big head over here, so.
Before, there weren't a ton of options around here because there wasn't that growth, and it's allowing people to stay, close to their family, close to home.
I don't have to stress as much about bills. I don't have to live in a low-income housing anymore. I'm able to take my kids to the ocean, kick back and watch a movie.
I like the people I work with. I like my position. I like what I do. I wake up every morning and I feel good about going to work.
It makes me excited to see, because I can tell it's what you were supposed to do.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
So if you like peace and simple living, won't you come and see what you've been missing, Lord? And I'll be waiting in my hometown. Thank y'all so much. Ain't it such a nice place to live?